President Trump signed an executive order directing states to pay $400 extra unemployment benefits, with $300 coming from the federal government, FEMA, and $100 the state should make that payment from their allocation. Since then, the states have come out and said that they don't have that extra $100 to pay. Understandable, since the pandemic, and they would not have had that extra money since they collected less taxes, and it's a burden ever since the pandemic, and that's understandable. To date, only 26 states have applied for the money, and some of these states have been approved, and some of these states have already begun. I think 2 states have already begun to pay this extra $300 out. Now, what they had said initially was that they would pay 4. 3 from the federal government. The state is supposed to come up with $100 each. And when the state said they didn't have it, they said, fine, just give the $300. For the states that have it, tack the extra 100 on, and that would be all right. Now, to date, 3 states have volunteered to give the extra 100. So there'll be the unemployment people in that states will now receive $400, and that's Kentucky, Montana, and West Virginia. Most of the other states will only give the $300. But surprisingly, that all the states did not sign up for this money. What are they waiting for? Arizona and Texas have begun sending out the extra unemployment benefits. Some states have reported that they will not start sending out payments until late September, into late October. States like South Dakota said they didn't need it, so they will not apply. There's a hesitation for some states in applying. Example, New Jersey. And I ask, why the hesitation? Why not apply? The people need this money. What are you waiting for? All along, this money was so urgent, and now it's available. Why not jump on board, I ask. Right now, a small amount is acceptable. Half of bread is indeed better than none at all. States are deciding whether to apply. And this, as they say, is going to be a long process. So for the states who have not applied as yet, that money will likely not see the people's account until maybe November, after the election. And that time, people would already been suffering. It is like a man dying, and you have the medicine to save his life, and you're there debating how much and how long to apply the medicine. And by the time you apply that medicine, he dies. Why not just give the man enough medicine to save his life? These governors, they're not feeling the pinch. They have their salaries. Most of them are rich beyond measures. But people who are depending, sometimes $300 is a lot to people in this time. They have to pay their monthly expense. It is clearly visible though that there's no urgency to ensure that people get that extra money to meet their monthly expense by some states. For those states that have already paid their money out, I say good job. At least you're ensuring that your unemployed people get something in their pockets. And for those states that are still toying with the idea of applying, I ask again, why not? The people need the help, and you're claiming that you are for the people. So I urge them to take up the initiative and let people get something in their hand so that they can meet their monthly expense. To you, $300 is nothing. To somebody who is not working, that's like $1 million. I can also use the analogy of a man that's hungry. You have the bread on the table and you're deciding how much of the bread you should give it him. While the man is hungry, if given enough at the moment to stop the hunger, then he won't die. But to be there debating how much of the bread you should give it to him to stop the hunger, it doesn't make sense. Just doesn't make sense. Of the states that have already signed up includes Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine. Illinois has not applied. Hawaii has not applied to date. Florida has not applied to date. New Jersey has not applied. New York initially had said that they didn't know what they were going to do, and New York has applied on the 23rd. Records have shown. But New Jersey has not applied. We need to apply for this money for the people. The people need this money.